Okay, we're on Yevamot Perek Zayin Mishnah Hey. We're continuing to talk about the halachot of poslim and ma'achilim, i.e., when either a bat Yisrael marries a kohen, okay, sometimes usually if she marries him she can eat truma, or if she engaged in a prohibited relationship she can't eat truma. Similarly, ma'achilim, if a kohen the other way around, if a bat kohen married a Yisrael, so then she is nifselet to eat truma as long as she's married to the Yisrael, etc. So now Mishnah says, ha'ones, if a woman, let's say, God forbid, a bat kohen is raped, mifateh, she is seduced. She has an extramarital sexual relationship with a regular Yisrael. Or hashoteh, if she's married even, if she marries, the Badinura says, afilu al yedei chuppah v'kiddushin, if she marries a shoteh, someone who is not of sound mind, that's not a real marriage, and therefore, lo poslin, it's not considered a marriage. She's not psula to eat truma from her father's house. V'lo ma'achilim, nor if, let's say, the rapist is a kohen, she cannot eat truma because of him. V'im einam ru'uyim levo Yisrael, if the rapist or the shoteh is not ra'uy levo Yisrael, he's not marriageable halachically, let's say he's a mamzer, hare'ilu poslim, then that sexual relationship is posel, it then prevents her from eating truma in her father's house. Ketzad, how does this work? Yisrael sheba'al bat kohen, a Yisrael has sexual relations with a bat kohen, tocha b'truma, she can eat truma. Why? Because we said, mifateh, that's called seduction. She can eat truma. Ibra, if she becomes pregnant, lo tocha b'truma. Remember, now that she became pregnant, let's say, our posli v'lo machilim, kohen, where's my bat Yisrael? Let's copy my bat Yisrael. Kohen, Shabbat al bat Yisrael, right? That's no problem, right? She can, is that what the case? We got to straighten out. Yisrael Shabbat al bat Kohen. She can eat truma. He didn't marry her. He just had a sexual relationship with her. That's not posel. But now let's say she became pregnant. The bat Kohen became pregnant with the Yisrael's child. Now that she's pregnant, she's carrying his child, she's psula l'truma. That we learn, that's the ubar. Okay? Nechtacha ubar b'me'eha. Let's say she had an abortion. It means it's cut the ubar, the fetus in her stomach, i.e., she had an abortion, or it really means that she miscarried. Tochav. Then she can go back, meaning once the fetus is no longer viable, then she could go back to eating truma in her father's house. Similarly, let's move this up. Kohen sha'haba'al bat Yisrael lo tocha b'truma. That's the other case that we had. A kohen that had an illicit relationship, a sexual relationship with a bat Yisrael, right? The fact that the kohen, they're not married. So what? So she's still a bat Yisrael. She can't eat truma. Ibra, okay? If she became pregnant, lo tocha. She cannot eat truma because remember the ubar is enomachi. We learned that in the last Mishnah. Yalda, but when she has a child, let's say, okay, if she became pregnant with the Kohen child, she cannot eat truma. But once she has that child, that it's her baby, she's a mother of a Kohen, then she can eat truma. That's what it means. Yalda tocha. Nimsa kochal shel ben gadol mishalav. So it seems that it turns out that the power of the child, meaning that when she's a mother of a Kohen child, is greater than the power of the father who impregnated her. Ha'eved posel mishum bi'ah ve'ino posel mishum zera. New halacha. A slave, someone who's an eved, if you're engaged in a sexual relationship with an eved, he's posel mishum bi'ah, right? He's what's called, remember we learned, einam ru'uyim lavo lakal poslim. An eved is not ra'uy lavo lakal. So therefore, the eved, if he has a relationship, is posel, but not mishum zera. Ketzad. How is this true? Bat Yisrael la kohen. Bat kohen the Yisrael. Either it's about, remember the same relationship we had here. Either I have a bat Yisrael have as a relationship with a kohen, or a bat kohen to a Yisrael. You can see it's already going to get complicated. Okay? V'yalda himenu ben. In either case, the woman had a child. V'halacha ben v'nichbash al shivcha. And then he went, and nichbash means he is conquered by. It means he slept with a shivcha. Shivcha is a female form of an evet. V'yalda himenu ben. And then she has a child, hareze evet. Okay, so let's see what happens here. Either case, the bat kohen Yisrael, the kohen had a bat Yisrael. So this child is not Yisrael. He's actually a kohen. He's a He's a Kohen. The Kohen of Israel, he's a Kohen. Okay, but then that Kohen, he lived, you should probably make the whole thing, that Kohen then slept with a Shivcha, or Yisrael had a child from a Bat Kohen, and that Yisrael then slept with a Shivcha. In either case, the child of the Shivcha is called an Eved. He has the din, he has the rule, he has the law of the mother, because the yichus doesn't pass in that kind of relationship. Okay, harei ze Eved in either case. Haita eim aviv bat Yisrael lekohen lo tochal b'truma. Now, let's say this child dies. So Mishnah says in either case the child dies. So if eim aviv, that's the wrong one. If the eim aviv, if this child's mother's the mother of her father, that's what the Mishnah says. Meaning if the grandmother was bat Yisrael bat kohen, if she was a bat Yisrael, so that's this case, lo tochal b'truma. Why? Because she has a child who is an Eved. She has a grandchild who is an Eved from her son. Okay, through her son. But if she's a bat kohen to a Yisrael, that child doesn't prevent her, the Eved child doesn't prevent her, meaning she cannot go back. Since she has a child, therefore she cannot eat Truma. Her marriage to the Kohen is pasul because she has a child. But if she's a bat kohen to Yisrael, the child does not posel. That's what the Mishnah says. Haita em aviv bat Yisrael kohen lo tochal libitshuma. But if she's a bat kohen to Yisrael, tochal b'truma. If she's a bat kohen married to Yisrael who had a sexual relationship, the child does not prevent her from eating truma from her father's house. It's a little bit complicated. Okay, Bartudura says, "Imate aviv." The father of the Eved grandchild dies. Avagad avlad kayam uba'am avlad posel. Even though the child is kayam, hai lo pasil. This Eved child, the grandchild, doesn't make the bat kohen pasul. The lav batar avu hashadin alay. That's the halacha. Since the child is an Eved, therefore he's not considered the halachic descendant of his father, and therefore the bat kohen is not pasul because she has a descendant from a Yisrael from eating truma in her father's house. The Mishnah continues. Let's finish the Mishnah. Mamzer posel u'ma'achil. A mamzer is posel and ma'achil, meaning ketzad bat Yisrael kohen u'bat kohen to Yisrael v'yalda himenu bat. Okay, a bat kohen to Yisrael, and then they had a daughter. Mahalcha bat v'disei le'eved o legoy, and that daughter went and married an eved or a goy. V'yalda himenu ben harei ze mamzer. That child is a mamzer. Okay, I want to point out, this is not halachic. We don't pass on like this. But, so the Yisrael and the Bat Kohen had a daughter, about Yisrael. She married an Eved. So the halacha is if they had a child, in this case you have to move that over. Okay, she had a child, according to this position, the child is a mamzer. Again, this child, okay, similarly, according to this Mishnah, we don't pass in this way. But according to this Mishnah, the child is a mamzer. So in this case, the Mishnah says, Haita aim imo bat Yisrael lakohen. If the aim imo. Now, what happens is, again, did she die? I don't know if she died. The aim imo, the mother, is a bat kohen to Yisrael. So the fact that she has obviously this child died because she wants to go back, okay? If this daughter then dies, so now the question is, does the presence of the child who's a mamzer prevent the bat kohen from eating from her father's house? So if her mother was a bat kohen, that's the Mishnah says, Haita emimo bat Yisrael la kohen tochal b'truma. Bat kohen Yisrael lo tochal b'truma. If the grandmother was a bat Yisrael to kohen, this case, okay, then she can eat truma. This child does not prevent her. The mamzer does not prevent her from eating from her husband. She's still married to her husband, or she could eat truma. But if she's a bat kohen Yisrael, the presence of the mamzer does prevent her from eating truma. Let's go back and explain. If she's a bat Yisrael to the kohen, the mamzer is ma'achil. The presence of a grandchild through the bat Yisrael, even though he's a mamzer, allows her to say, I had a child from the kohen. He's a kohen mamzer. He's a mamzer from kohen. So like if those are, so those are the same, and therefore she can eat truma. But if she's a bat kohen, the mamzer is considered a vlad, and that prevents the bat kohen from going back to her father's house, and she cannot eat truma. We'll stop here and dedicate our learning to the memory of my father, Harav Simcha ben Yitzchak Kalman. Have a good day.